is another message for Pisces all placement and cross watchers. If you're joining us, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm live for other readings, other messages, other material. Please feel free to use the chat to let me know how it's resonating with you if you're joining us during the live stream. And also, if you're watching this after the live, please feel free to give your feedback in the comment section below. All right, everybody. So we're going to do a few subscriber questions, just talk about some topics here. I'm going to give it a few minutes to see who comes in before we get started. Hope everybody's doing great. Let me know that you're in and where you're from before we get started if you'd like to, or you could just say hello. We'll give it a few moments to see who joins us before we get started so we can have some good commentary here, okay? Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Hey, Sunil, what's going on? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. Please hit that thumbs up button as you come in. Thank you so much. We're going to give it a few more moments to see who joins us before we start the questions, okay? Please say hello. Let me know how you're feeling tonight. Thank you for joining, everybody. Hey Bianca, what's going on, girly? We are doing some of the emailed subscriber questions, okay? And then we're just gonna do just general conversation. I hope that's cool with everybody. I'm giving it a few moments to see who else joins us before we start the questions, and hopefully we can get more feedback with more people in. How's everybody doing tonight? Or I don't know what your time zones are, but how's everybody doing? Hey Teresa, what's going on? Great to hear that. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Appreciate you so much. Okay, everybody, we'll go ahead and get started. We're already 3 minutes in. So I know, Sunil, it's been hot where I am as well. Hope everybody's staying hydrated. You know how I feel about drinking water. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So to make a long story short, I had a subscriber that and keep in mind, everybody, these are just questions that I guess people are just like all of us, they want to make better relational choices. They're just trying to find their way. They're trying to figure out what works. And a lot of people have been hurt and they just want to try to do things differently. So please be mindful of your comments and just know that we are all on a different journey. And I like to do these questions just to kind of give some insight. No, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a person that has been through some things and have been working on myself to get to where I am now. And a lot of you have been doing the same. So I feel like we are qualified to at least give some insight, okay? And help out. And maybe this could be helpful to you, okay? All right. So I had a subscriber to write me basically stating that she is seeing a guy that she is unsure as to why he doesn't want to stay overnight. Okay. And my response was perhaps he's being respectful. Perhaps he's really trying to take it slow. Perhaps he is trying not to go fast, or maybe, just maybe, he's comfortable in his own home. What do you, ladies and gentlemen, think? Child vibes sitting on my porch. So pretty good over there. Awesome. Great to hear that, Bianca. That sounds nice. Doing a chill vibe. That's awesome. So what do you ladies and gentlemen think? Teresa, great question. This situation has been going on. Well, they had an on and off deal. They started off pretty rocky and they went into no contact. You know how we talk about no contact in the readings. They went into, well, she went into no contact, hadn't talked to him in a while. They have rekindled, they have started back talking. Things seem to be going great. Conversation has been good, but that's one thing that she's noticed. Hey Walter, what's going on from California? How you doing? That's one thing that she's noticed is that want to see each other, but he doesn't want to stay overnight. Um, and he tells her it's because he doesn't want to be kicked out because he knows that she has things to do the next morning. And, of course, her mind goes straight to the negative, which I try to make sure that I'm giving the right information. Okay, let me read some of the comments. Sunil says, if they've been talking for a while, he's living or with someone else, he's telling the other party he's out at work with her. I mean, anything's possible. I'm just trying to stay positive. Love yours. Thank you. Hello, how are you? I think staying over someone's house isn't to be taken lightly, especially as you get older. That's true. Teresa. Hey, Alex. Teresa, this is the thing. They are in the talking stage. He has professed that he really, really likes her. And he has even asked her, is she sure of what she wants? So I'm guessing that's stemming from what they had going on before. He's been calling every day, several times a day in between, on breaks, before he goes to work, on breaks, after work. So it seems like there's an interest when he's with her. Okay. So Neil, I mean, I appreciate your comment. I mean, anything is possible. I'm just trying to be as positive. That's where her mind is going anyway, thinking that there could be something else going on. But I'm trying to just be as positive as I can because we all, if you, if I won't say we all have been through cheating, but if you've ever been through it, it's very painful. Okay, Teresa, I imagine it's a trust issue if she has booting him out previously. That's another thing, Teresa. I thought about that as well. The thing is, I asked her, I said, well, what's wrong? What was wrong with him spending the night before? And she said that the first thing in the morning she has, which I'm sure a lot of us have different things that we do. We let our animals out. We have to take our animals to walk or stuff like that. Or we may do um some exercises. I know I do. We do a little exercising, get your breakfast going, and we all have our own little routine. And she said that that was pretty much it. So there were times that she would ask him to leave earlier, but I guess once he sleep and all that, he didn't want to have to jump up real early in the morning and try to get himself together. Hey Tammy, what's going on? Hey everyone, Lower Alabama, Alabama in the house. Hello. When a woman starts to cry during lovemaking, I thought I was okay. I'll finish that. Maybe he wants to really get to know her. Bianca, thank you. Oh my goodness, y'all, I love y'all. I really do. It's just your vibe. Everybody is so different, but yet we're all united in some way. So I really appreciate the energy and time that y'all put in here and just telling, how you feel. Okay, let's read. I don't want to get too far ahead. So Neil says, I hope that he's also choosing not to have sex with her if he's not wanting to stay the night with her. I agree, Sunil. Teresa, she wasn't including him in her daily life. Oh, you mean a part of her daily routine. It happened twice, same woman. Alex, okay. When a woman starts crying during lovemaking, I thought I was. I'm not sure what you're asking, Alex. Yeah, Teresa, I didn't even think about it like that. I didn't even think about it like that. Wow. Maybe he did feel like, if she's watching, so I'm going to email the link to this live to her. But it's a possibility that, yeah, he may have been feeling like she wasn't including him in her morning routine or whatever like that. Interesting. That very well could be a possibility. Um, I'm not sure, Alex, how to answer that question. Ultimately, I hope she listens to her intuition. Sunil, I agree. John, love and light from the old soul spiritual warrior and healer from UK. Hey, John Scott, Teresa, if he doesn't feel part of the couple, then he felt like an outsider. Yes. Oh my. Wow. I didn't even think of it that way. He could have honestly felt that way. And that could be why he asked the question, are you sure you know what you want with me? Are you sure you know what you want? Because that's what she says he keeps saying. He told her that he really liked her and that the next situation he gets into, he wanted that person to be pretty much almost his wife. He wanted that situation to be almost uh permanent, I guess you could say. That's true, Teresa. That is true. I didn't even think of it that way. Wow. Um, I hope she can let the negative go. Sounds like he's trying. Bianca, I agree. And Teresa's insight, your insight, you and Teresa's insight is so great. Everybody else, but these are really hitting home for me. So that's I didn't when I was emailing back, I didn't even think of that. Sounds like putting all the cards on the table. Hey Danny, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Danny, what do you mean by putting cards on the table? You mean on his side? Alex, I really can't answer that because um making love and somebody's crying, I mean that I'm not there's no way. I'm not qualified to say what that person was feeling. He's telling her what he needs and wants. Yeah, I guess he is. So he probably would appreciate it more if it was they spent the night and she they could have breakfast the next morning you know he probably would feel better that way, but having to leave, I guess maybe that makes him feel I guess that could make him feel like he's not a part of her life, her daily routine. Okay, Danny, great, great. Yeah, that's true. Communication is key. That's right. I didn't even think about it that way. Huh. Okay. Wow. So basically, what could be going on, or she just wants him for whatever, not secure in the connection. Yeah. So he could feel not so secure with her. Hmm. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Follow intuition. That makes a lot of, you know, I hope she gets a chance. I hope she's in now. I don't know if she's in here now, but I'm definitely going to send this link because I'm thinking I would feel that way too if I get to spend just a few hours with the person and then I gotta go and then the first thing the next morning I gotta get up at like 5 or 6 o'clock and I got to go, Um, hmm. I feel like if they have tried before and there has been some time in between, why would you want to stay with someone who does? Okay, Teresa, let me read your message. Why would you want to stay with someone who does value them as they want to be valued? Oh, you mean why? Okay, you're talking along the lines of him. Why would he want to stay over if he feels like he's not being valued? Right? Is that what you're asking? So it's a possibility. Yeah, it's a possibility he doesn't feel valued. So he may not really know where his place is with her yet. They trying to figure things out. Yeah. Well, what do you ladies and gentlemen think since they had an on and off situation? They for whatever the reason, she didn't really go into a lot of context, but somehow they came back after a couple of months of no contact. They have been talking really, really well over the phone. Um, so do you think, because I don't want to give, I mean, we all have our decisions, but since they've previously have had encounters, do you by any chance feel like it may not be, I put it like this, would it be okay if she were to just change the dynamic and say, hey, how about you stay over tonight and in the morning we could have breakfast and then we could, get our day started, and then he can go his way, she can go her way. Is it too, since they've just rekindled and clearly he has feelings for her, she has feelings for him. I wonder would that show him that she's all in. That is if she's comfortable with it. Does she really want to have a committed relationship and all into? She says she does. She says she loves him. She says that when they were separated, she couldn't stop thinking about him. They just be honest themselves with thyself and this person, right, Danny? Hey, Alex, absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's true. That's true. I agree, Teresa. I agree. Because sometimes talking on the phone and texting can get things misconstrued. What's happening, Empress? Hope all is well. Hey, Pamela. I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for coming in. We're talking about a few topics here, some subscriber questions that I received via email and just chiming in. Hmm. Okay. I think it's important for them to talk because clearly this guy, maybe before he didn't feel secure in some way. And it probably was because she would tell him he had to leave early or something. Maybe he didn't feel secure in that. But we definitely want to be comfortable where we are. Because clearly, if he's on the phone multiple times a day, before, during, after work, well, not during, but on breaks from work, clearly there's something there. Um, you know, clearly. What happened if a person is whatever is going on? Communication's key, and always follow your intuition, family. Thank you, Danny. I agree. Always follow your intuition. Sounds like he doesn't want to get hurt again. That's what it sounds like to me, Teresa. That's exactly what it sounds like to me. That's exactly what it sounds. It's almost it makes me feel like he's ready to fall in love with her, but he's being careful. He wants to know if it's safe to fall because he feel himself falling and he wants to feel safe doing that. That's what it seems like to me. Intuitively, that's what I feel. Um, Men and women aren't so different when it comes to love. That's true, Teresa. Matters of the heart really don't have a gender. We just have different organs. But yeah, we all been through the pain that we don't want to go through again. That's true, Danny. That is so true. And it is hurtful to get your feelings hurt like that. Yes, commitment and communication, Alex. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Because if you're in a committed relationship like that, I guess it would be kind of strange for you to spend the night with your honey and then the the person says, "Oh, you got to leave here by 6 o'clock." Yeah, Bianca. I hope. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I would love for her to have been live. She doesn't have to speak though, but I'm gonna definitely send this link. I guess it would be strange. I mean, I'm trying to think along the lines if someone did that to me. If I was with somebody or I was really really into a guy and I'm at his house and we hang out, we this and that, and then all of a sudden I can't. If I do go to sleep, I gotta wake up at a certain time. I gotta be gone by a certain time and all that kind of stuff. I guess it would make me feel different, especially if I come over to spend time with him and then he's telling me, "Oh, you gotta go by a certain time." I guess that would make me feel different, you know. So I think if she really wants to see where it goes, I think offering breakfast the next morning will probably break the ice if he's comfortable staying over. You can love someone, but are you in love with them? That's right. That's right. That's right. It seems like to me he wants to feel secure. And maybe not saying that it's all her doing, but maybe he's just like all of us have been through some things and he want to feel like it's safe to be there with her. I know with me, I'm not interested in sex at all, so I am alone because people want sex. Heart. So, yeah, I understand that. Who doesn't want security? That's right, Danny. Who doesn't? How you want your eggs? Who doesn't want security? Because I know I would. Because a lot of times we don't think we may not think about the other person's side. We may think we're getting it, but when you really break it down, like if you put yourself in that person's shoes, if you went to go see somebody and then all of a sudden you two were just having a great time and then maybe you fall asleep and y'all end up going to bed, maybe not just for sex, but y'all end up going to bed and then the next day they wake you up at like 5 or 6 in the morning, like, oh, you gotta go. And you're sitting there like, okay, you know? So, In a sense, I guess I would feel kind of different about that. She can ask what he has going on the next day, and she can share what she needs to do if hey Gina, that's right, Danny. Yeah. Yeah. I would feel different too. Financial security or love security. So I do think it's a situation that could be resolved. I do feel like that. I don't think it's anything that can't be resolved. I think it's something that they could talk about. If she trusts him, why can't he leave after she leaves? That's true. That's true. hmm Yeah, because if they're going to be together long term, then there has to come a point where there's a little bit of trust there. I mean, there has to be a point where if they're going to be together, there has to be some trust. It has to be a thing where, okay, it can't always be where either one or the other is taken off very quickly like that. And especially if they're only seeing each other once a week because of work or Teresa says boundaries. Oh, what do you mean by boundaries, Teresa? Hey, yes, child. Without trust, there's nothing. That's true. That's true, Danny. My woman was with me when I was there. Poor ride all the way. Unless it was already discussed. What do you mean, Bianca? Like the night visits or because it seems like to me, just when he or she stays at each other's place, they need to respect their space. That's true. I agree. I agree. What do you think about, because we do have some people that are, religious. I don't know if this subscriber is, but how do you ladies and gentlemen feel about staying at each other's homes and you're not married? Does that bother you? Do you think culturally that's wrong, or because personally, um one or both of them could be, have some type of belief system, not sure, but it's even with that, it's still a personal choice. If you're already sleeping with each other, then what's the point? Yeah, life is and has changed, so it depends. Okay. Well, you got a point, Teresa. If you've already If you've already experienced, you've done the do, it's like, okay, we've already crossed that line. If it was religious, they wouldn't be that intimate. That's true, Teresa. That is true. Danny, I know wherever we at, they wherever we go through is teach us, continue to learn and elevate an area of life. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yep. Definitely, definitely. Hey, Clarky. I definitely feel like it's important for both sides to feel safe and secure. I think it's important for that to happen. Two hearts and souls that meet as one. Yep, I think it's important. Mm. Yep, I think it's important. Okay. So, how do you, ladies and gentlemen, how do you show personally, what are ways that you show that you're to your person that you care for them, you love them? What are your ways? What are your love languages? What do you do? How what are your affection? What kind of affection do you show? That is what dating is for, to figure it all out. That's right, Teresa. In what ways do you show affection? If you're trying to let a man or a woman know that you're into them and all that, what do you do? I mean, I'm talking about your natural charm. Do you touch their arm? Do you, what is it that you do that you have found that really draws a person in and helps them to feel comfortable around you? Listen to what they want or like and respond appropriately. Yes, Danny, that's a huge one. And not make it all about you, because it's two. Yeah. I find being in peace too. Maybe they just should talk in them days and she's off and have nothing to do. They can do is stay overnight, breakfast in the morning, and good conversation. Let me read that again. Bianca, thank you for the comment. Maybe they should talk, and on days she's off or have nothing to do, they can do a stay overnight, breakfast in the morning, and good conversation, etc. I agree. Yes, Alex, kiss on the forehead. Okay, Bianca, this can be worked out. I believe so too. Holding hands, touching, listening, helping each other. And the thing is they keep making their way back to each other, and that's the thing that is highlighted in the email. And I feel like they may be making their way back to each other because obviously there's something there. There's something there. And the both of them have admitted to each other that they never stop thinking about each other when they've been apart. I just try to be myself. I'm a giver. I like to take care of people. I show my love by not old verbally, but doing little things. Okay. Very, very good, Teresa. Okay. Only. Okay. Okay. I think it's something that can be worked out, honestly. I really do. Um, it just takes patience. Yeah, I think it can be worked out. Fortunately, sometimes that can be seen as clingy or pushy. Yeah, it just depends on the person. Mm-hmm. Heart, soul. I'm also a giver. Yeah. facts where there is a. That's right. I feel with everything that you've said, everybody said tonight, I feel like that offering, if she doesn't have a lot going on, I feel like offering breakfast the next morning would be a great thing. And that I feel like that will show him that she really cares and that she wants to see him first thing in the morning. They may not be able to do that every morning because of circumstance, but if he has mentioned something about them seeing each other, then something's there. I see something that reminds me of them. I will get and give it to them with no strings attached. I agree. That's always nice. Mhm. Yep. And what I do is example for my son how to treat a woman. Okay. Love is unconditional. Don't know why this came out, family. Hey, it is. True love is unconditional. That's true. Okay. Hey, EXO. Yeah, I think the important thing for anyone that, the communication is key. We have to really step outside of ourselves because everybody's so different. And everybody is a little scared, especially if you've been hurt. Sometimes my partner feels that I have to compete and match what is being done. Some have never experienced someone who doesn't need to be taken care of. That's true. Yep. We are loved and so um yeah. Okay, everybody. I think this is 1717. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I would say like I said, offering the breakfast in the morning would be a good start if he's willing to accept it. Um, that I feel like will show him that she's willing to see him first thing in the morning, and they can just kind of have breakfast, and then after that they can part ways and start their day in whatever way that looks like. There are so many people who have never experienced unconditional love. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm very independent. I always had to look after myself and take care of others. Yep. Yeah, Teresa, I really think that that would be a good idea. If she's concerned about why he doesn't stay at night and he's already vocalized how he felt about staying, I think that offering to make breakfast in the morning, and stuff like that would be a good start and hopefully could solidify his comfort being there because it kind of feels like maybe since he has been asked to leave before, he may not feel comfortable, not sure. But yeah, and she could have her reservations about that if she's comfortable with it. I'm being my most vulnerable self, being a great listener, and I'm so touchy in acts of kindness. I can't lie. I like to spoil my guy. Yes. Bianca. Yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that. Mm-hmm. I totally get that. Yep. And I do too. I do too. Um, it's been I'm sure like a lot of y'all, it's been different being so vulnerable, but it comes so naturally to me now that you know, yep. It comes so naturally to me now, and it's a good feeling. I have embraced my femininity, you know. I've embraced it. I think a lot of us, especially, we can have an imbalance sometimes of being either too masculine or too feminine. But I've embraced mine, and hoping to take that into a new situation at some point, you know, and really just relaxing and letting things come together. Breakfast in the morning. Love the one with you're with. That's nothing. So you know, Danny. Yeah, it has just been a journey to get to this place of actually just being okay and being okay and not always worrying. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Sometimes you just have to trust. I mean, anytime we take an action, you know, there's something to, there's always a risk. So, you know, it's a risk with everything we do. But I feel like it's important to take time out and just see. Because how will you know if you don't try? How will you know if you don't try? Put in the most high God. That's right. You got to put it in God's hands. That's right, Danny. You got to put it in his hands. You got to leave it there too. And not pick it back up. You just got to trust. You got to trust. You got to pray. You got to trust. And you got to act accordingly. And not be so eager and not be so aggressive. Yeah, that's so true. Because things will work. If it's supposed to, it will definitely work. And that's true heart soul. Everybody wants to be loved, y'all. They do. In whatever way, they do. So what do you feel, to my ladies, how do you feel when a man, what do you, I'm going to say this. What does it mean to you when a man says he's ready to settle down? Is it the same as when a woman says she's ready to be married? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like a man when he says I'm just ready to settle down, do you feel like he's ready for marriage? Or is that something guys don't say unless they're really ready? How do you feel about that? I get questions about how do you tell if somebody's really serious? How do you tell if they really want to settle down? Do you think it's something that men mention out of a, you know, off of a whim, like they don't really mean it, they just say it? Or do you feel that that man has to feel something different about that woman in order to say it? That's right, Danny. It depends on the type of connection there is between the two. I believe that too. I believe that men and women hit a point in their life. Is it a general statement? That's a good question. Like, when somebody just talk, when they're just talking and they just, maybe they're talking to a person that they're interested in and they just say, I'm ready to settle down. I don't want to play games. I just want to, you know, that kind of thing. So I guess you could say it's sort of general. Could they see that person as a potential person to settle down with, or is it just too vague? You know what I'm saying? Is it something that guys just kind of don't say unless they see something with that lady? Or I know it's kind of hard to really tell, but you know, a lot of the time they confuse and trying to figure things out. I agree, Danny. That back and forth thing, I agree. They could be trying to figure it out. They could be trying to figure out, is this a safe space for me to land? I'm thinking about landing here, but is it safe? And I feel like men and women both feel that both feel that way. They want to. I mean, nothing is 100%, like, but everybody want to feel safe to land. If they are looking all lovey-dovey in their eyes, then I think it is giving them the go light for a future expectation. I agree, Teresa. Yep. Yep. For me, it's the calling conversation. The man has to be grown. For me, it's the calling, the conversing, what it feels like in person, making the effort to communicate, keep communication open. That really says a lot to me because that means, I mean, it could mean anything, but to me, if somebody's taking time out of their day to check in on you, see how you're doing. Nothing obsessive, but just them taking the time. And they could be doing a million other things, but if they're taking out the time out of their day to see how you're doing, and they don't mind seeing how you're doing, there may be something there. Okay. Some people are awkward when it comes to this matter, may not be able to express what they want. That's true, Teresa. Yep. It definitely depends on the person, the two people involved. But like I said, we all want a soft landing space. We all want to feel like it's okay to land there. We all want to feel that way because we all want to be loved. We just do. In whatever way that looks like, we all want to be loved. So I say, if you have somebody in your life, or when you do have somebody in your life, you know, do what you feel in your heart is best. At least you can say at the end of the day that you gave it your all. You won't have to sit back and say, "Man, I didn't pour into that guy. I didn't pour into that girl." You can give all, and a relationship is more than sex. It is everyday life together and how we get through it together. That's true, Teresa. That is true. That is true. Some people hold back out of fear. Some people hold back trying not to rush. We got so many dynamics, you know. But I think the important thing is to do what feels right, what feels good to your spirit, to your body, and just really pay attention to how this person's energy makes you feel. Like how does it make you feel to be around them? Like you said, the safe space should be with your partner. That's right, Teresa. Yeah. Hmm. And going to sleep with somebody, not just sex, but just sleeping in a bed with somebody, that is the most intimate thing you can do. Not just the sex, but it's just the closeness, just resting together. You know, you are doing like a connection there. You're connecting. So, I think it's important to really take that in consideration, you know. Um, I think it's very important. And good feminine energy can, you know, be just great for masculinity. It really can. So that's why it's so important to do work on yourself so you can show up more balanced. That's right, Danny. So I'm hoping that everyone, if you are dealing with someone now or you will be, I'm wishing you so much success. And I hope that you will, you know, really be your authentic self because you're worth it. You're a great person. And you deserve love. And if you have somebody or when you do have somebody, you know, don't forget that this person may be nervous too. They may be nervous. They may have been through some things. They may be trying to figure it out because they may have been hurt too. But they're trying to take a leap. They're trying to see, you know, just trying to see what's there. What could they have? And you can't fault them for that. So just be mindful of that because we're all one and the same. That's right, Teresa. We're all one and the same. We are all one and the same. And because you are boring. Alex, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. But yeah, just be yourself, y'all. Thanks for your time and messages, Ma. Love and family. Pay attention to your intuition much more. Thank you, Danny. We're about to end this live here, but I do appreciate all of your feedback. Thank you so much. But yeah, definitely everybody just live your life. Have fun in the moment. Enjoy the person when you do have that person in your life. Enjoy the person's time and energy. Just enjoy. Just take. Don't take any of the conversations for granted. If you want to touch the person and it's appropriate, that is, touch them, kiss them, love them, let them know that you care, let them know that you're there, and just love. And if by some chance it doesn't work, at least you can say that you gave it your all, that you poured your heart, you loved somebody. Okay, so just keep that in mind and just stay focused. And I wish you love and success. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live. And for other messages, please leave a comment to let me know how it resonates. I love to hear from you. Thank you so much, everybody. Hope you have a great night. Stay safe and blessed. Remember, you are worth it always. Take care. Bye.